Hello friends, Mark Holmes here, and as always I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, without you guys, this literally does not work. Damn. You know, I wish I had people. I wish I had people to help me get my stuff together, because, you know, I'm always messing up stuff. You know, like the camera's dirty, the lens is dirty. You know, I mess up the microphones, I can't figure out how to get that stuff straight. Man, it's hard. It's hard damn work to do this, man. It's hard. But I do the best I can. Let me give a shout out to Major Paradise out there who shared a article from the Wall Street Journal that said that you're never too old to start a YouTube channel, and that old people, you know, close to death like me, are actually doing really well with it. So thank you. Shout out to you for letting me know that I'm old, but I appreciate the tweeting at me and my daughter. But news on our Cowboys. Every time I say this, people automatically say, you're going to jinx us. But I've been saying for the last 15 days that the Dallas Cowboys have 0 positive tests that they've been doing every day. Okay? Immediately, people always want to find somebody to blame if something goes wrong. And so, of course, if I don't say anything about it, nobody will test positive. Of course, I say something about it, then it's going to make it happen. Come on, man. I don't have that kind of power. I don't. Let's be real here. But knock on wood, we've been good so far as the corona testing is. You know, we got the players now that are doing strength and conditioning, doing virtual meetings and things. We've seen Amari Cooper on the screen, of course, doing a virtual press conference and so forth, and looking uncomfortable. And of course, he had said, he thinks that we're going to have 3 receivers get 1,000 yards. Well, there's only been 5 on it. 5 teams that have done that. And most of the times it's happened, it's been 2 receivers and a tight end, or 2 receivers and a running back. Very rarely, and I'm not sure if it's ever been 3 receivers. That's going to be a tall tale. But I got to tell you what I really and truly do like. What I really and truly like is seeing that Zeke Elliott, is saying that Mike McCarthy's going to feed the hungry. That's right. Everybody's going to eat, according to Zeke Elliott, on the Cowboys. Everybody. We all going to eat. Well, you got a lot of hungry brothers on this team, between Michael Gallup, between Amari Cooper, between CeeDee Lamb, CeeDee Lamb, Zeke Elliott, Tony Pollard, and Blake Jarwin. That's a whole lot of feeding there, dude. That's a lot of feeding. And I'm hoping that he's right, that Mike McCarthy is going to figure out ways that everybody can get going. Because, see, what you have to understand is, if you can get people going like that, it makes it contagious. If Zeke Elliott starts going, then that makes it that much easier for Michael Gallup and Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb. If CeeDee Lamb gets going, you got to take focus on that guy. Then that means Amari and Gallup. I mean, you know, it's one of those things that it's like a snowball going downhill. It starts at the top of the hill, real small, but as it goes down, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and it gets harder to stop. If it's a real big hill, you better watch out. It'll be like an avalanche. So I love that. Now, another interesting thing that I'm finding now is the shine beginning to come off of Carson Wentz? I know you trolls will be in here, oh, he's got Wentz on his mind again. You know, he's always talking about Carson Wentz. He's scared of the North Dakota assassin. He's scared. He's scared. I ain't scared. I'm just asking a question. Because I was sitting here looking at Pro Football Focus. Pro Football Focus. You skip, your bandwagon. You know what? Skip. skip baseless. The boys at Pro Football Focus, they watch a lot of football. When boys at Pro Football Focus talk, you need to listen. Well, it seems like Pro Football Focus has kind of changed their focus a little bit away from Carson Wentz and the Eagles. So they were doing a little article and just trying to have updated rankings for teams. And right now, their updated ranking for the Cowboys in preseason forecast, they are 13-1 Super Bowl odds. Not incredible, but not bad either. Not bad either. I mean, the Washington football team, I bet you, is like, 1 in 64,000. And they're predicting the Cowboys to go 9-7. I know what you're thinking. 9-7. That's 9-7. Oh man, that ain't nothing. Well, pump the brakes a little bit there. And looking at the Eagles, their projections were 8-8. For example, the Rams, they have it 7-9. And it's interesting. I'm gonna bring this back up. Eagle fans gonna lose their mind. But I know you love being here, Eagle fans. Admit it, Eagle fans. You love this channel as much as you do Eagle channels. It's okay. We all know. The way you guys beg me when you get blocked on the channel, please let me come back, please, please. You know how you guys are. You know how you are. You love it here. Just admit it. Just go. I mean, look, you hate the Cowboys. You love the channel. Just admit it. It's okay. We know. But the funny thing is, when you look at some of the past Super Bowl teams, you look at where the Atlanta Falcons went after they had the biggest choke in the history of the Super Bowl. How they just kind of, they made the playoffs the next year. I'll give them that. But then they continued to go downhill. And now they're kind of a shell of themselves. Matty Ice is looking kind of ice cold. You look at Carolina after their Super Bowl. Downhill. You can't honestly say that the Eagles in 2017, that 2018 and 19 were as good. You could look and say, they've come back down to earth. You could look at the Rams after going to the Super Bowl and having opportunities to beat New England Patriots, but their quarterback, Jared Goff, was late delivering passes to wide open wide receivers deep. That they came back down to earth last year, and they're actually having them 7-9. So I'm curious, Eagles fans, if you think that you will be the exception to the rule. The other thing you Eagles are fighting, the last time, and I'll give you credit, the last time there were repeat division winners in the division, 2002, 2003, and 2004. And that was you guys, Eagles. You dominated the division. Couldn't win the Super Bowl, but you dominated the division. So you're fighting those things. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes. Now again, it's football. We all think that the teams that were good last year are going to be good this year. Even though, generally speaking, half the teams that made the playoffs last year won't this year. And this year is going to be especially difficult. But here's what I think. This is what I believe. And maybe it's me being a homer. I know I'm a Dallas Cowboy homer. I love my Cowboys. I know I have blind faith and believe in them and everything else. And I probably am thinking with my heart instead of my head. But for some reason, since the time that Jason Garrett has been let go, it feels like the sky has parted. It's now blue skies, and it just feels like the sun has come out. I feel a difference in these players right now. The fact that we didn't have anybody holding out, that we're not dealing with any contract situations and bad feelings. You understand? Remember, we had D-Law on the shoulder. I'm not getting it fixed till I get my contract. And, he, this time last year, was on the PUP list. Let me make that clear. D-Law this time last year was on the PUP list. Zeke Elliott was in Cabo. And Jerry Jones was, about ready to say, Zeke who? Amari Cooper had plantar fasciitis. And we were all able to be in Oxnard together there watching them practice. We're not in Oxnard. But I got to tell you, a lot of things seem different right now. The firepower we have on this team, right now, as far as we know, everybody's healthy. We know Tyrone Crawford is, still on the PUP list, and Don Terry Poe, but by the time they actually start practicing on the field, they should be off of the PUP list. We haven't had anybody testing positive for COVID. And I'm telling you, when I see the shape that I've seen the guys in, from Michael Gallup looking cut up to Dak Prescott looking like, he's in the best shape of his life, to even Joe frickin' Looney. How Joe Looney looks slim? How does Joe Looney make me look like Fat Albert right now? I feel like these guys have gotten it together and have a laser focus on football for the first time. I believe that. Now, I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong. But right now, until something changes my opinion, that's the way I'm going to feel. A couple more of the beer draft glasses. I know I got water in it. I just don't like beer. I'm not a beer guy. And it's hump day. It's too soon to be drinking, rum and Coke. So I'm going to drink some cold water. Besides, the water helps flush out your system. Those are going out tomorrow. We got some racks, hat racks, mug racks, helmet racks that are coming out. And I got to come up with a new rack for the beer glasses as well that we're working on. So give me some time. It's been kind of crazy between doing that bathroom, building this big ass box, and some other stuff. Next week I got to do a deck. It's just tired. I'm just tired. Oh, shout out to E2 Blue. E2 Blue. Talking to him today. I do Instagram kinda. Okay? Like Major Paradise reminded me that I'm old. So I was talking to E2 because I was looking at some different equipment to get. And I called him up to ask him about it and stuff. And I said, what's up and everything else? And he was like, man, my birthday was probably the worst birthday that I'd had, with coronavirus and stuff. I said, your birthday? I was like, I didn't know it was your birthday. He's like, what are you talking about? He said, you liked my birthday picture. I said, oh. I said, you got to understand, see, I like picture books. So I go through Instagram, I see a picture, oh, that's a nice picture, click. Oh, that's a nice little click, give it the heart. I don't read the caption. I didn't realize it was your birthday. He like, damn, ain't that some stuff. But anyway, here's what I was talking about. As we get closer and closer, and we're only like 38 days away from the season opener, I'm getting kind of excited in things and figuring out how we're going to do it. The teams, of course, are social distancing. It's going to be reduced capacity, if at all capacity, for most games. We won't be able to tailgate at the Redskins game and stuff like that. So we're figuring out what we're going to do as fans. Well, one of the things I've decided we're going to definitely do is, for the channel members, the paid members, we're going to do a Skype call for games. So that way you guys can be part of the Man Cave experience. We'll have cameras set up around and so forth. And I was talking with E2 about it. I said, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do game day. We don't have the rules where you can't have, people over, but I don't really want to have a whole bunch of people over. I'm not having a house full of people, in Riskin. I'm old, as Major Paradise reminded me. And, E2's got a young child and things. So we want to make sure that we're safe as well. I know a lot of people don't want to hear it and say it's bullshit, but, you do you. And hopefully you're not doing corona to somebody else. But the way I have this setup out here is actually pretty good because we got enough space that we can social distance and still be part of the conversation right out here. And so what we thought we'd do, I talked to him and said, hey, let's get together over the weekends and start having some like fireside chats. Hopefully the fire between us will kill the Rona. So he can sit over there. Yeah, see, see, the fire should kill the Rona. It should sterilize it. But in all seriousness, get together, start having some conversation, and do some collabs and things like that, so we can really start getting pumped up for the season, and try and do as much as we can for you guys, for all of us to get through this thing together. I'm excited. I'm motivated. I'm happy as can be that so far, it's looking positive. More positive than it has about having a season. So let's keep hoping that it continues to go in that direction. All right. That being said, man, I'm going to go up here, take me a shower, and go to bed, and hopefully wake up tomorrow morning for another day. I appreciate each and every one of you guys and girls. And please be safe out there. Whew. I'm Mark Holmes. And I'll see you first thing in the morning. Shut up, frog.